President Hollande was on television last night being interviewed by TF1, the first channel here, basically saying that what the four gentlemen are hoping to do is to put the resolution, the UN resolution, into shape, as he put it, ahead of presenting it to the Security Council. He said it could be presented to the Security Council even before the end of this week. In any case, his foreign minister, Laurent Fabius, was in China over the weekend, and Fabius was emphasizing the need to keep the threat of force on the table.
Now we have an agreement which is a good one. Obviously, it's a first step, but we must be sure that Syria will comply with the agreement, and therefore the possibility of sanctions, if they don't comply with the agreement, must be kept. What is where we are. But now it's more diplomatic than it used to be before, but we have to have all the tools.
And as you mentioned, Rosemary, Kerry will be meeting, having lunch, in fact, with the Saudi foreign minister today before going back to Washington thereafter. Rosemary?
And Jim, as this plays out in Paris, what's the sentiment? What are French people feeling now as they look at this option, even though the strike on Syria is still on the table? Most people consider it has sort of been shifted aside and this diplomacy has taken front and center.
Well, I think there's a feeling that France and other countries in the West have dodged a bullet here. I mean, the fact is that they were not obliged to carry out the threat of force, at least for now. And everyone is saying we'll have to see how this plays out and whether or not it can be enforced. This is the big question. I mean, can you enforce this? And President Hollande was asked this last night because there's some talk among the experts here that it could take 10 years to find and destroy all the chemical weapons in Syria. And Hollande said, look, we are going to set a deadline of 2014, and that's what's going to be in the resolution. And there's going to be a threat of force, or at least sanctions in the resolution. That's the word that he said would be in the resolution, sanctions against Syria, if the terms of the resolution are not met.